Movement Watches was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. The watchmaker's goal is to change the way consumers think about fashion by offering high-quality, minimalist products at revolutionary prices. With over 500,000 watches sold in more than 160 countries around the world, Movement Watches has solidified itself as the world's fastest-growing watch company. Movement Watches start at just $95, and at a department store, you're looking at $400 to $500, buddy. Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retailer markup, providing the best possible price. Classic design, stylized minimalism. I said minimalism. You understand what I mean. There's all these watches. We have a bunch here. We use them when we wear suits. We being me, I don't know what the other guys do. You can get yours right now with 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/Greggy. That's MVMTwatches.com/Greggy and step up your watch game. Wow, wow, wow. I don't have a watch on, but you know what I mean. Nick.
Yes.
What's your final topic?
You guys were talking about Dippin' Dots this morning, and Kevin went online.
And how terrible it is.
That's not the topic. Kevin went online to Amazon, and you asked him to read reviews of it.
Right.
And the reviews ranged from slightly helpful to completely fucking stupid. And I wanted to know if you guys use product reviews, will you buy shit? Or if at this point, as a culture, we're just like, I don't believe anything these fucking people say.
Great question.
So this topic is the first time we've ever discussed this on the show, but I feel like the answer for me relates back to something that we've talked about many times, which is when you are a child of the internet, right? When you grew up using this thing, it's all just kind of in your head now and subconscious, but there's a ritual that goes through.
Okay, lay it on me. What's the
robotic
ritual?
and it just happens. But it reminds me a lot of when we did the topic about music downloading services like LimeWire and Kazaa and Napster and all that. It's like, how do you know which are the virus files? How do you know which are the fake songs that aren't actual songs or whatever? You just kind of train yourself to realize like,
there's a hidden language.
There's a hidden language here. Like you start looking at the kilobytes per second. You start looking at the how many peers are there? How many people have downloaded? There's just some telltale signs where you're like, you want to stay away from this. In terms of reviews, there's the obvious answer: stay away from the 5, stay away from the 1s. Right? Like,
you think? Because that's the thing. My first instinct is to go to the 1s, and then balance that with the 5s.
It's the 3s and 4s.
You're so wrong, Nick. That's why you make the worst purchases ever.
I really do.
And it's so infuriating.
I know.
No, so I mean,
have you seen my mouse?
Like the majority of the time, 1s are just like, oh man, the shipping was horrible and like this thing fucked up. It's never really about,
the product,
or it's about just the day they had inability to
cope with life,
to cope with life and what was happening at the time. And there's sometimes where like, the thing just totally didn't work. But I just think that more often than not, 1s are not valid. 5s are pretty much the same thing. Where it's like, I mean, if all of the reviews are 5s, that's a really good sign. But I like to stay more in the 3, and I think 4 is actually 4 and 2 are the best places. But if it's a 2, why are you even looking at this product? You should be moving on already anyways, right? Like obviously number of reviews, that really matters. But like it also kind of doesn't if it's just a bunch of the stars. You got to get in there.
That's my problem though. Like where's that threshold?
Reviews.
Because if you're buying something on Amazon and it's a very popular product, it could have potentially like 1,000 reviews. So is that, if you see something that has 4 reviews and it's at 5 stars versus something that has 800 reviews and only at 4 stars, which one's more valuable?
I lean towards the latter
one
for sure. Yeah, because the thing there...
No, I'm just not shaking my head at Kevin with all these cuts. It's clearly a conversation between you two, but rather than keep you and it's ta, you're responding off camera. You're over ambitious.
Is like usually because there's a lot of times I don't buy something without really thinking about it first. Like I will antagonize.
I know this about you.
Yeah, agonize over.
It took you like 6 months to buy a hard drive one time.
It did. That's kind of funny life too. But that I compare all of the different ones.
Smart.
I find the ones, and I feel like
shopper.
websites have found out people do this shit, so they start doing the whole thing of where you can compare the different items next to each other, or it's like people that bought this ended up buying that. Love that feature. There's all this shit that just kind of comes into you like a base knowledge of just like understanding how to shop and look at all these reviews. But it really does come down to you got to read it. And something I found on Amazon in the last 2 years that's been really helpful:
the Q&A section.
The Q&A section.
Yeah.
More important than reviews 100%. Will ever be. 100%. You go there and there's a bunch of questions.
Seeing those, yeah.
You're going to find the question that you have. Because all you're reading the review for is some very specific thing that they're not going to say in the description. And even if they do, you know you can trust them.
Yep.
What's the battery life? They'll say what the battery life is. I don't fucking trust you. What's the data transfer speed of this hard drive? Whatever. Get hard drive specifically, right? Is it a 7,200 RPM drive or is it a 5,400 RPM drive? They don't say that in the description. Why? Because general consumers don't give a fuck. When you're trying to edit a video, you need to know that shit.
Yeah, it's gotta be fast.
So go to the Q&A section. Oh, there'll be a detailed breakdown. It's like, oh, if you buy the 2 terabyte version, it's this. If you buy 4 terabytes, it's that. I'm like, thank you. I'm buying the 4. It's what I need to know. Q&A section.
Gotcha.
Shout out to you.
So then, sorry, Greg, did you have something?
No, I was just saying, yeah.
So then where does this does this translate over to everything in your guys' lives? A perfect example for me is I have actually, and I don't like the fact that I do this, but now on Netflix, if something has less than 3 stars, I won't even give it a chance. You know what I mean? Which is a form of sort of the reviews, right?
Yeah. We talked a little bit about this, I think you and me off mic maybe, or when I was talking about my movie list from last year. And what I last year was where I broke out of my shell and gave up a little bit on the stars. And I'm talking mainly about Amazon Instant. Okay. Because what I like to do is go into the Amazon Instant. What are the new movies? Okay, great. And like, oh, this is happening, that's happening. And forever it would be, oh man, I like everybody in this movie, but it's got 2 stars. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. And then I took a bit, jumped. I was like, I like these people in this movie. Some Aubrey Plaza movie that wasn't reviewing well, right? Watched it, I was like, that was great. I like those people. And I did it again with another movie. Did another, and sure, there's a bad one here or there or whatever. But it's like, okay, cool. No, I need to stop. I need to start ignoring the stars. Do I like the premise? Do I like the players? Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll try that out. You know what I mean?
But then how far after you click on it are you like, no, I'm not watching this movie anymore?
Well, on Amazon Instant's great because I have skin in the game. Amazon Instant, I'm talking about renting the new movies.
Oh,
right?
Interesting. Okay, so you got to go the whole time then.
Exactly. So whereas Netflix is the complete opposite. Netflix, if it's got 2 stars or 1.5 stars, like that's a fucking shit movie usually. But I'll do it. Like, all right, whatever. Anna Faris is in this. I'll give it a shot. I jump in there and I'm like,
Anna Faris.
That's just what I
used
pulled.
to have such a crush on Anna Faris.
Oh yeah,
man.
it's a scary movie. Yeah, come on.
Faris.
Pulled it out of the blue on that one.
Yeah.
But you jump in and like, no, if you don't hook me and this looks shitty, and then I'm fucking out. That's the problem with it. And Netflix, I only go to for documentaries and stand-up specials, or like West Wing, and Young Justice reruns.
Oh yeah, wrestling's still there.
Where it's like that's great, but like if I'm taking a shot, I'm taking a shot on Amazon, just because I feel like I have to commit. I have to do my research.
Another thing with Amazon too is the Prime thing. I think Prime gives me an automatic like I trust you more.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that as time goes on, the third-party sellers are a little bit more trustworthy. But still, at the end of the day, if Prime is an option, even if the Prime costs $2 more, I trust it more.
You're talking about, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, you're talking about products now, right?
Yeah.
Because Prime Video is a thing too.
No. Prime.
So that's the opposite because it's free for you. So you can just take a chance on any of those. Because like he's talking about, you have to actually buy
videos to watch.
Buy videos. On Prime, you can just watch the Prime video.
Yeah, I'm talking about like products when you have to ship them. Ship them.
I'll go out of my way to use only Prime. I'll check that little box too. Like only show me Prime stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to fuck around with you.
I got time to fuck around, so I do. So I do organize my Prime first.
I got time to fuck around.
And then I'm like,
so I do.
I go and like look at because I want to know the other options. Like for what I mainly have to do, because the problem is like when you start getting into like hair products and shit, right? For some reason, Amazon doesn't have them all. Like it's always a third-party seller that has the 3-pack that I'm looking for.
Sure.
So I will weigh my options there, and I'll be like, I can wait more than 2 days to get this, so that's not the problem. But it's more, do I trust these guys? Because those, like the Prime ones, always have a bunch of reviews. Then you look at these other like random ass little things. I'm like, do I want to try this new product that only has 3 reviews? They're all good,
Dangerous.
but I don't know.
Dangerous.
Got to roll those dice sometimes.
I know. I don't know.
I don't do Yelp reviews either.
That was going to be my next question. Like, where do you guys come down on Yelp?
Yeah, Yelp. Erin's a big Yelper.
Really?
Loves Yelp.
Does she actually leave reviews?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yelp's kind of a tricky thing because like Hardwater sucks now, but Hardwater used to be great and it had like 3.5 stars. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like it's definitely not.
Maybe
Nope is 4.4. Nope is like a 5-star restaurant.
I mean, maybe
So, like,
the thing with the hard water, maybe the people reviewing it saw it coming.
Maybe they did. But then, I've been thinking about Metacritic in terms of and other aggregates where I'm like, The Last Guardian, 83. I'm like, yeah, all right. So you have to make you have to make your own kind of decision based on the way you feel. You know, that's why I always hated putting numbers on reviews when I was at IGN because I was like, I don't like. Yeah, I'm reading the rubric. The rubric says this. This is how I feel about it. But depending on how you even read this review, that number might not even be accurate. So I don't really have any idea. So I kind of take that rationale to Amazon and to other places where I don't really deal with unless there's like a precipitous like 2.5-star rating in which 500 people have given it, something that nets there on Amazon. I'm not really wary of that. The Q&A section is very useful. I also just buy what I want anyway. So like, it's like, I don't need your review on the 6-pack of Crest toothpaste. I'm just going to buy that.
Right. You like that.
Yeah.
You've proven to yourself that Crest is the brand of choice.
So, so to me, it's like, I'm always wary and I don't really believe what anyone says at any given time. It goes back to the fake news thing where I'm like, I don't really believe anything. So it goes back to that as well. Like the last time I bought a product that I wasn't familiar with was I bought a scale so I can obsess over my weight. That was a really smart decision. And it was a scale that is this very cheap but mass market scale that I bought on Amazon that was reviewed thousands of times and had a 4.6 or something. And I'm like, okay.
It weighs things.
Yeah, like we know that it's okay. And I have no idea if it's right or not. It's telling me that I'm way fatter than I should be. So
right.
And then I definitely don't obsess over it. So but I don't often just go on there and just buy willy. I guess what I'm saying is I don't buy big items where I'm worried about it. Like if it doesn't work out, it's like, all right, I guess it's not.
Yeah, see, you're the opposite of me. Like for me, if I were to buy a scale, I would go to Amazon, or first I'd start at Google, and I would
scale review best scale 2017.
You literally took the words out of my mind. You put best, the product, and then the year you're in.
Yep.
Right. You see what people are saying.
Yeah.
And then there's all those top 10 websites that you can't trust because
those
they're all sponsored
paginated
things where they're trying to fucking like make money off that shit. But like you look at like I trust CNET overall to at least as a starting point of like looking at them, and I'm like, okay. You go wirecutter.com. One of the best sites ever. It's like it's a thing. Their entire site it's kind of what I'm talking about. Like there's a product you can click on, and it'll be like top 10 of that, and it's like there'll be subsections of it. So it's like a little like flow chart where it's like so you're looking for a monitor. So if you're looking for best monitor 2017 computer monitor, it'd be like, are you looking for a widescreen? Are you looking for a big monitor? Are you looking for a small one? And like kind of just keeps going. And it's like if you're looking for a 24-inch monitor, here's the top 10. And the top 10 is curated by people that are experts in that field, experts on the internet.
Right.
It's just people, which I trust way more than random Amazon idiot that doesn't know what the hell he's doing with this monitor, doesn't understand the refresh rate or this or that or whatever. Like I want people that know what they're talking about to tell me what.
Right.
I don't know.
You need a list of top 10 booties.
So they're there. Baby booties. There's a bunch of baby products there.
There's that.
But anyway, Wirecutter's fantastic.
I want to give
if I were to get a scale, I'd be looking. I'd be on the Wirecutter,
different
looking
kind
up
of booty.
scales, and the scales would be there and be like, this scale has Wi-Fi. This scale has Wi-Fi plus ad hoc, whatever. And I'd be like, well, fuck, do I need the ad hoc?
You might need the
I do want to give a shout out to Yelp. Because I've talked about it before, and so I won't beat the dead horse, but I've noticed I was trying to Yelp review, or I wasn't trying. I noticed I was Yelp reviewing, but only when I was having bad experiences, which totally breaks it. So rather than try to commit to doing good, because I knew I couldn't do that when I had a great experience, I just stepped away. And I feel like Yelp does have that community where it's not even, do I have to look at how many it's been? You can go to a restaurant and you can see the elite users who have done it. Like Gad, who works at GameSpot, used to work with us at IGN, is like super fucking Yelp guy. And you go in and like, I'll go to random San Francisco restaurants to see on Yelp to see if they're good, and the top review will be from him. And it's also the thing where people share photos and they overshare information. And so if it is, the food was great, or I didn't like this, or this isn't how this works. Like I feel like Yelp, the community that actually reviews on Yelp is really into it. Whereas with Amazon, it totally can just be, order this thing, it fucking sucks. Here's why. Or, but it sucks because of the box being broken.
The best Yelp reviews are not even the ones that tell me anything useful. The best Yelp reviews are the ones that take me on a little ride.
Oh, there's lots
and
of
I love
those.
when people KDR, tell me what you tell me in 1,000 words what happened to you here today.
Tell me
because
all the extenuating circumstances that led you up to that day, and then what happened afterward.
Some people on there are real, and then I'll click on I'll click on their name and I'll start reading it. Like they're funny. It's funny. Like they know they're being funny. Like it's not like it's totally facetious. Like. It was a rain battered day, and I was, my raincoat was wet. As I took it off to wring it out, I saw in my corner of my eye a tavern. It's like it's so
I think
funny.
those people aren't being funny. I think those people, that's their fucking life. That's their only outlet. And that's all they fucking have.
The start of this topic was that exact same thing for Amazon, where it's like reading these fucking guys like writing these reviews, and it's like they're talking about like you joked at McDonald's, you're just like. The toaster worked great, but my wife left me today. So,
so 0, like 1 star. I wish I could give it 0, but
yeah,
that's the only other thing I fucking hate when people are like, I wish I could give this product 0 stars. I'm like, oh, 1's enough. You got
we get the
you nailed
point.
it with the one.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, so my problem with Yelp is I don't trust it. And I feel like people just rely on Yelp. You don't know where you are. You're like, I'm just going to find something neat. So you pull up Yelp. The first 3 recommended things are always like, it gets stuck with this high rating. So everyone just keeps going there. It's like a self-perpetuating thing. So then everyone's like, oh yeah, cool, great. And then they just go and they're like, oh man, this the best burritos in San Francisco. Let me tell you, it's this place. I found it on Yelp. It's like, no, they're not. Stop. Like they're just fucking not. And you can replace burritos with literally anything. And it's like, that's all I have. Like in Daly City, the best food in Daly City, according to Yelp, is this fucking Korean barbecue next to Daly City BART. It's fine. It's totally fine. Number 1? Nah, bro.
There's a lot of good places. There's a lot of good spots in Daly City, including Nations.
It's true.
I'm only kidding. Nations isn't that good, but it's fine. I want to make one sidebar complaint, if I might, about Amazon.
Take the floor. The gentleman has the floor.
I hate when it's like only 4 left. Order now or whatever. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah. Why are you telling me this?
You should believe them.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You're gonna get burned.
I don't like that they tell you that. It should just be a fucking roll of the dice.
Tim and I got burned
no one
once
should know.
On those little shorts. Didn't we try to order those little shorts for Kind of Funny Live
the
too?
aerobics. Yeah.
And Tim's like, I'm sure it'll be. I'm like, should we order those today? And Tim's like, yeah, we should probably get them today. I'm like, I don't know, because I take forever to buy anything. I'm like, maybe we should wait a week. And we waited a week.
God,
we
man,
fucked up.
That's a perfect example. Is like
we paid $10 more for those shorts than we should have, Colin.
We're talking about these damn reviews. For us, it's not even a review. It's just Nick is just like, I want to pay $15 more per pair of goddamn pink shorts because I want the ones with the stripe on it.
No, it was a matter of white versus a little black like logo on it, and I didn't think the black logo was good against the pink. I thought it just stood out too much.
Oh my god!
And if I'm gonna be the art director of the show, you have to listen to me.
I hate it.
That's what's happening.
If you didn't know, this has been the Game Over Greggy show each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic, a discussion for your amusement.
Daddy,
these are good feeling packs, man.
Oh man, that worked out forever. I've lost like 3 pounds recently.
Yeah.
Just simply from not
being sick?
lifting weight and being sick. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's sad.
If you want to get the show early, along with a bunch of exclusive perks, goodies, and the chance to be on the show, have your topic on the show, or to see Kind of Funny Live too early, you can go to patreon.com/kindoffunny. If you have no money or no bucks to toss our way, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindoffunny to catch it topic by topic, day by day, until it posts one big MP3 and video on the following Friday. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.